Hey, true believers, Englentine here with a review of Cloak and Dagger #1. Now, the TV show just came out, and I may be in the minority on this. I didn't like it. I thought it was just not the characters I remember, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to watch it again because I read this comic book, and guess what? These are not the characters I remember either, so I think there might be a problem with me and not everyone else. That being said, let's get on to the book about the characters we have. Let's meet Dagger. She don't need no man, and boy, she's gonna tell you. She don't need no man, especially her boyfriend Tyrone, who just keeps lurking around in the shadows, watching her, trying to help her stop crime. But no, she don't need no man. That's her basic dialogue all the way through the book. I don't need no man. Why is he watching me? I think this, even though they're trying to write Dagger as a strong woman who don't need no man, she actually fails that test. I don't know what it is because I'm not some pussy or a feminist that, you know, where they're like, hey, they talk about men. That's all. The Dagger is absolutely obsessed with Cloak and the fact that she don't need no man. That's it. That's the whole character. I'm sorry, Marvel, you fucking failed. This was a good team up. Cloak and Dagger, they go together. It's the whole deal. So what did you do? Cloak's incredibly mopey. And Dagger don't need no man. And you know what? She's got that stupid freaking head shaved on the side thing. Guys, get away from that. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good in real life. It doesn't look good in comic books. Sorry, gang. It just doesn't look good. Holy crap, this is a book about nothing. This is an incredible piece of... Holy shit. I cannot believe how bad this book was. Okay, you know what? I'm going to say something nice. Colors are good. They've got the blacks looking blacks. They've got the whites looking whites. They've got the blues looking blues. The reds looking reds. So everything is the color it's supposed to be, I guess. Paper didn't stain the fingers. That's always a nice thing. You know, you don't want to walk around with stained fingers. I enjoyed a nice glass of tea while I read it. And the tea was cold because there was plenty of ice. So, you know, the book has that going for it. I'm sorry, guys. But, okay, art, I guess, is fine. If you get away from the character design and that stupid shaved head look, the fact that the only dialogue Dagger has is, she don't need no man. The only thing that Cloak has to say is, why doesn't she need me? It's just so stupid. I'm sorry. I so look forward to Cloak and Dagger. When I heard they were doing a TV show of this, I was like, okay, this is going to be cool. And then I thought, you know what? They're going to be doing a book. They're going to be having their own book again because, you know, that's what happens. I just did a review of both Ant-Man and Wasp comics that came out because the movie's coming out. So I was expecting this. And I have been saying the one thing you do not want to do at Marvel right now is wish that your favorite characters are out. I used to love Cloak and Dagger, but I should have read the signs. See, Cloak and Dagger was good when they were an experiment, when they took this experimental drugs and they got their powers. They were good. But then, because of course they didn't want kids to think taking drugs would give them superpowers, they decided, no, those drugs sparked off their latent mutant abilities. Yep, they actually said that. They were turning everybody into a mutant in the 90s because basically mutants were selling in the 90s. That's why you even got Namor, the first original mutant or whatever. Anyway, Cloak and Dagger are supposed to be a yin and yang. You had I'm sorry, I forgot her name anyway. You have Dagger, who is from a high-class family, and you had Cloak, who was from the streets. And in this case, they've decided that they're yin and yang by you have Cloak being mopey and quiet, and you have Dagger just being really a douche. Not even a bitch, just a douche. What basically they managed to do is make sure that you had a comic book here with two unlikable characters. The book almost dares you to like them. It says here, I'm going to set up some really bad characters, some people that if you met on the street, you would never want to stop slapping. You may even want to get a running start before you gave the first slap. Do one of those jump off the fence knee dives into a punch. What do they call it? The Superman punch? Yeah, you definitely would want to do that with these guys. Powers or no, they are just unlikable characters in this book. And I'm sorry, if you don't like the characters, you don't care what happens to them. They really do have to work on the who before they work on the what. And this is a Marvel Comics problem, man. This is not just Cloak and Dagger problem. This is Marvel Comics. They forget to make you care about who before they tell you what is happening to them. But in all honesty, it's across the board. It's not just Marvel. Only DC I've seen really tries to get you to like the characters before or during the action scenes and such like that. But this was such a miss, and it shouldn't be. They write themselves. They're runaways. Or at least they were. The one has to feed off the other. You know, one has to feed off the light, or he actually goes after people. I mean, there is a lot of drama just inherent in who they are. Now that maybe they solved this thing. I don't know the new rules of the all-new Marvel. Frankly, the more I read, the less I'm interested in finding out what the new rules of all-new Marvel is, and that's not supposed to work that way. It's supposed to go in the other direction, where you're like, hey, that's cool, I want to learn more. But Marvel just makes it so goddamn difficult to care. And what's worse, it's more and more happening to titles that I used to give a damn about, and now I just don't. And Cloak and Dagger, I would have just run to the shop to buy a new Cloak and Dagger book, which I kind of did. I regret doing so. I'm really interested, though, to find out what happens in the next issue, just because I want to know if she moves on from "I don't need no man" dialogue and just coming up with something new. I mean, how are they going to rewrite "I don't need no man" into her character? I mean, she's already said it. We already got that. Are you going to move forward, or are you just going to keep "I don't need no man" all over the place? Jesus, Lord in heaven. Why, Marvel? Why do you keep doing this? Just stop. Just stop messing up good characters, will you, for once? Just write a good character, or write an old character good. Anyway, that's my opinion. What is yours? What did you think about Cloak and Dagger #1? If you bought it, did you like it? Did you hate it? Or were you just kind of meh about it? Do you agree or disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you like this video, you know the drill. Click like, share, subscribe, do all those sorts of things. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Cool things happen around these parts. Also, this is the way we're trying to make a living. So if you don't mind helping out the channel, go on over to Patreon. Links in the description below. Like, thank everybody who's already done that. And to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.